3. Action.
Cassidy here, and I have got,
Jez Luckett.
and I wanted to get a video with Jez Luckett because he has a very interesting hair story. And I met Jez back in July, and I was at the Essence Music Festival, and of all the people for a natural hair blogger to meet, I met Mr. Jez, and he told me that he had a relaxer on his hair. And I was fascinated by this because it's not too often that you see the men folk with curly hair get a relaxer. So, Jez, tell us about your decision to get a relaxer.
Well, I come from a mixed background, so I have a black father and a white mother, and so my mother has always dealt with my sister's hair, and my sister has had a relaxer for many years. She just recently went natural. So, like, every once in a while, I would get a little bit on mine just to kind of see what would happen, and so I had a little bit of an introduction to it. But live a pretty healthy lifestyle and eat a very natural diet, so it seemed kind of crazy that I would actually put chemicals on my hair. But moving from Kansas to New Orleans, I was having quite a bit of difficulty with the humidity and figuring out what exactly to do with my hair, because I didn't want it short, I didn't want it gets really crazy when it's long, so I just wanted a way to manage it a little bit better, so I used a relaxer, and then I came to realize that I didn't like it so much.
Mm-hmm. So what's the next step in your hair journey?
Well, I'd really like to get it cut out. I have it on top. It was kind of strange. A few months ago, actually in March, my mother had to have a surgery to correct a previous surgery, and so they had to shave her head, and I had quite a big afro at the time, and I shaved half of it off, and so that made for a pretty wild haircut, and I needed to do something with it. I didn't want to shave the rest of my head, and so that's when the relaxer came, and so it's just been kind of this like hybrid of weird stuff on my head for a long time. So I'd like it to it's starting to grow out, and I'm not ready to have like a full-blown fro yet, and I'm in kind of a working environment where it's okay to have something kind of wild, but I need to be able to do something like relatively nice with it from time to time. I like its natural curls, and I want those to shine through, and I think a good haircut would do wonders for it.
A good haircut. We got that, kids, a good haircut. So we'll stay tuned as we see Jez go through his big chop.